welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. My name is Amy. Please pull up a chair and get cozy. We're going to have a little chat today because we're all friends when we gather at my table. So today we are using tarot as a lens to really look into some hidden desires and feelings and intentions behind a connection on your mind. This could be a new crush, this could be a long-term partner, someone from your past, whoever is on your mind in this moment. Today we are asking the question, how does this person feel about you and what do they want? What do they want out of this connection? What do they want from you in this situation? We do have 3 piles to choose from here. I encourage you to ground yourself, take a deep breath. You can even pause the video in order to focus on whichever pile or piles are calling out to you in this moment. Please be sure to trust your intuition to guide you. But pile number 1 here with the lobster, pile number 2 with the walrus, and pile number 3 with the hermit crab. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, there could be messages waiting from spirit, and my timestamps are going to be listed below. We of course want to welcome back our beautiful returning subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here and for your presence. Thank you for your kind comments as well. I really appreciate them. I appreciate the engagement on my channel. And as a thank you to my subscribers, I do offer a chance to win a free tarot reading. And you just have to drop your comment below for your chance to win. I will be commenting below your reading, or below your message, I'm sorry, in the comment section if you are chosen the winner, and I do give you clear instructions on how to reach out to me to get the ball rolling. So be sure to protect yourself from people who could send unsolicited DMs here on YouTube or on Instagram posing as the Tarot Cottage. I would never do that. So if you are the winner of the free tarot reading, I give clear instructions on how to reach out to me and we get the ball rolling. But for today's pick a card topic, again, today's topic is all about how does the person on your mind feel? What do they want? Pile 1, pile 2, pile number 3. I'm going to jump into pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1, you are drawn to the Page of Cups, and this is your reading. How does the person on your mind feel about you? What do they truly want out of this connection? Again, this could be a crush, this could be someone that you are committed to perhaps in this moment, or maybe it's just somebody that you are interested in, or someone from your past, but how do they truly feel? The Page of Cups, you can see that they're holding on to a paintbrush. It's a beautiful lobster. I always get the sense of someone's person when I think of the lobster. So this is perhaps a surprising connection or something that keeps inspiring me in some way. I keep perhaps being inspired towards being vulnerable because I think about the lobster also in a sense of transition when I think of the molt. And so this person could be afraid of feeling vulnerable or afraid of the emotions that they're feeling about this connection. You could also be picking up on some of these feelings from this person as well, or be mirrored in them somehow. I'm going to use this Shadowscape Tarot for you today. How do they truly feel? What do they want for pile number 1, please? We have the 8 of Wands. Oh my goodness. Okay, we have the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, the Magician. I feel like keeping those all together here in this pile. This person has a growing attraction that is towards you. 6 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. The Judgment. Back of the deck is the 3 of Pentacles. And we have the 6 of Swords. There's the King of Pentacles. This person could be a earth sign. It could be a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus coming through here. The thing about this person's feelings about you is that it's been a very, I don't even want to call it a slow burn, but it's been a long burn for this person. This could just be a friend of yours in this present moment, but this person compares you to everybody. And they feel tempted by you all of the time. They feel like you could be their person, if I'm honest with you. But they keep hesitating. They keep backtracking when it comes to their actions. I feel like you guys are in communication quite frequently as well. And that every time that they communicate with you, it kind of offers them an opportunity to say something, to express how they're feeling, to express the attraction, because you're like a wish for them. You are like a desire. This person's crushing on you so, so heavily. But it really triggers their sense of insecurity. It triggers their worthiness and whether or not they think that they are valuable enough. It almost borderlines on a little bit of obsession. if I'm honest with you, because you're very inspiring to this person, but they can't organize their thoughts enough to be able to apply something to you as well. And in the future position, we already have this judgment, because even their judgment, they keep telling themselves, if I take too long, I'm going to lose out on the opportunity. If I take too long saying how I feel, I'm going to lose out on the opportunity. There's an emphasis on clarity and on a lack of closure, a lack of clarity between the two of you. I feel like this person wishes that the two of you could be in a relationship. I don't think that you're in a relationship at this moment. Again, there's an emphasis on friendship with the Three of Cups. But if this, I think you know who I'm talking about. I think that you could potentially see the potential as well. But there's that Ten of Swords with the Ten of Swords. They really don't know if they have a chance with you. They sometimes tell themselves that they're crazy to assume that there could be anything here in this connection moving into the future. And that's what slows them down. This feels like a very respectful person. This feels like somebody who would call themselves a nice guy, right? Like, this is a nice person. And I think that even the amount of thought, obsessive thought that gets applied to you, I think you would be surprised, because this person's so good at kind of maintaining their stoicism. They're so good at just being respectful. And that could be what really draws you to them as well. This person is like, they're playing the long game here, and not because they have to. I feel like they're playing the long game because they're torturing themselves with the impossibilities, and they're telling themselves it's impossible. But this Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords, it's bringing me right over here to Judgment, asking us to take a second look here. Are we being too critical of ourselves when we're stuck in the Ten of Swords? We have the Moon, Scorpio. And it feels like it's like their loyalty is being tested to you as well. They don't want to come across as a two-faced friend, for instance. They don't want to get lumped into a cliche where they tell themselves, or they tell you that they're your friend and then they actually want you. They don't want to get lumped into especially a cliche. And I almost feel like there's been a conversation about that, maybe amongst yourselves or amongst a friend group. Of being stuck in the friend zone is what I feel like here. But there's the Lobster with the Moon crawling out of the water. And the reason why they slowed down their approach towards you is because they're not sure what's going to be meeting them at the end of that road. And they're showing me nasturtiums here. That may not even be supposed to be a nasturtium, but that's what they're showing me. And they're showing me a hummingbird coming towards. And if they would perhaps step outside of their comfort zone and clarify something, then maybe they would be pleasantly surprised, and there would be a quick transition from fear to joy and happiness and victory, because victory and confidence could be their key to success here. This could have formed in the work realm or the school realm. You could have met this person. You don't have to have met them here. And they're really highlighting Virgo energy for this person too. We have the Four of Pentacles. And I'm getting a sense of somebody who feels sort of insecure about themselves. And I don't think this person has any reason to. I'm getting a really strong sense of physical attraction, actually, too. Here's the Ten of Cups and the King of Wands. This person, there's the Page of Cups. It's like they're waiting for you to catch up on feelings. They've already had these feelings, these impressions, these inspirations to act have already happened for them, wondering if maybe the two of you could be each other's person. It's like they're waiting for you to have that same epiphany. I can't deny and say that they're not feeling super insecure. And to be honest with you, whenever I see the Six of Wands like this, or I'm sorry, the Six of Swords, I know that they could be relying or hoping that there's going to be clarity coming from outside sources or from other people. We have here the White Rose of Hope, number 30, and holding on to that hope. Holding on to the prospect that there could be more here. And we have Bloom. Back of the deck says, can you hear me? And look at how this person, again, has their hand on their hip. It really reminds me of the Page of Cups with their hand on their hip. It's like waiting. She has a shell in her hand that she could perhaps sound out a call, sound out some type of observation or clarify something, but their body is also the curled shell. And that's my symbol for the high priestess, and holding on to things I know to be true. So it's like they're waiting for you. It's like they're waiting to get some type of confirmation before they give themselves the permission to bloom. And here they're highlighting the Hierophant. Again, work realm energy could be relevant to you. You could be picking up on that as well. They are concerned about the opinions of other people in the environment that you know them. So this could be within your friend group, within an institution, for instance, or within the work realm as well. How do they truly feel, please? About pile number 1. Words hurt. Rejections hurt. They've been rejected in the past. Worried about gossip. But I'm addicted to you. And it does feel like obsession, obsessive thought in the very least. They are crushing hard on you, but that almost feels too immature. It almost feels too minimized. It says here, think before you act, before you reach out. And I think that that's what they've been doing all this time. Doing too much thinking, not enough acting. Oops, on the floor though. Oh, there's so many. And we're kind of moving into the desires of their heart at this point as well. We have, I want to start a family with you. It says here, do I know you from somewhere? Because this love scares me. And every time I see, do I know you from somewhere? It makes me think of, questioning. It makes me think of masks being worn and pretending. And a sense of connection with you. It's like, are you the person that I've been waiting for? This sort of scares me, this love. And speaking my truth scares me. I don't know if I have enough strength to be able to exercise and to say what I want. So if we were to ask them outright, Spirit, what would they say that they are looking for? What do they want from this connection with pile number 1? I feel like they want it all, to be honest with you. I feel like this person wants it all. We have the Ace of Swords, and I almost feel like they just want a shot. I just want clarity. I just want the truth. They still don't feel worthy enough. They're showing me like the sword and the stone. They want clarity without having to do the work. 8 of Pentacles reversed. It's like they're waiting for the perfect moment to clarify. They could be a Virgo. There's a lot of perfectionism that's coming in here. It's like, I'm waiting for the perfect moment to water my garden. I'm waiting for an initiation to bring forward an opportunity, because they do feel like they want a relationship with you. They want a relationship with you, but it requires the masks coming off. They think that this would be a huge upgrade for them. They're not confident enough with their own abilities to offer you things to say that it would be an upgrade for you, but they want a relationship with you. They just want the opportunity. And the first thing they want is clarity. But in an ideal situation, maybe they wouldn't have to work to put in that clarity. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 1. Advice for pile 1 in the bowl regarding this connection. Whoops, out of the bowl. Missed it. Out of the bowl is the Queen of Cups reversed. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Temperance, and the Page of Wands. So when the Queen of Cups is reversed, she's not feeling very confident. She could be feeling insecure. You could be worried about like putting too much pressure on this person, or feeling like you don't want to smother them with attention. You could feel sometimes like you're in a friend group dynamic, that you are like the mother hen of that friend group, for instance. There could also be motherhood associated with you, so take that as it resonates. They're also referencing at this moment in time how you may not feel ready yet, or secure or confident yet to explore this connection. But it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. We have Friend in the bowl with the unfinished business of the world. We have a double-edged razor, so perhaps 2 people that are mutually attracted. And we do have here the syringe. Could be a hospital nursing connection, but also addiction. We have red, white, and blue, bravery. The curled shell with the pearl of wisdom. So I don't feel like any of these feelings will be a surprise to you. You may already be sitting on some of this truth. Cancer energy. And we also have divine mercy in the bowl. So it could be a Catholic reference, but also about offering mercy, offering light, offering the full spectrum to a poor soul that seems to be almost, I don't want to keep using the word obsessed because that sounds creepy, but they're not a creepy sort. They're just they have a lot of thoughts towards you and they can't seem to stop them from flooding in. Pile 1, that's what I have for you today. Hope it resonates. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a free reading with me. Hit your notification bell so that I can notify you that you are chosen the winner, of course. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading, and that link is below, and I update that shop daily, so keep checking back. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 2. You are drawn here to the King of Wands, and this is your reading. How does the person on your mind feel about you? What do they want out of this connection? Now, the King of Wands here, the walrus, these huge tusks are making me think of the fear of loss. Whenever I see a big tooth, I think of the fear of loss. The King of Wands is also a planner. He's very focused. He's very passionate. He usually knows what he wants, especially in the planning phase. He knows exactly what he wants. He's a creative sort. But the walrus, every time I see a walrus and I think of the walrus in the water versus on the rocks, it's a huge contrast in comparison, because in the water, when they're in their fantasy realm about you, they move easily. Everything seems easy. They don't feel very protective. But when we're on the rocks, it's very labor intensive. You know, when it comes to actually putting my plan into action, could be very labor intensive. So let's take a look here. I'm going to use the Crow Tarot for you to begin. How does the person on pile 2's mind feel? What do they want from this connection? We have Judgment. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Knight of Wands, both coming in the reversal at this time. The Page of Pentacles. The Lovers. We have the Ten of Swords coming out. Back of the deck is the Ten of Wands, and we have the Eight of Swords. And there's the Nine of Swords. I do feel like this person really gets into their own head when it comes to implementing what they truly want here. So let's clarify as we go forward. Now, there is this Ten of Swords that we have to deal with right straight away. I feel the need to, because there is a lot of obsession sometimes with the Ten of Swords, or it's like overthinking in the very least, that leads us to almost like a paralyzation from fear. It's like I keep anticipating the fear of the unknown. I keep anticipating what's holding me back, and it's just paralyzing me with fear. But this means that they've spent time developing a habit of thinking of you and adding you to their plans, adding you to even if they're fantasies, adding you to their plans. I always talk about how me as a reader, I read intuitively, so I don't necessarily spread out my cards the way that everybody does. My first position card is so important for me. It gives me a lot of information, but I usually go back to it. I read and then I go back to the Judgment. But in this case, Judgment's a huge one, because this is speaking about how they are required to judge themselves, or they have been judging themselves harshly. And they've been allowing that overthinking to stop them from applying their judgment, because now it's a call to action. In order for us to achieve what we want, we have to perform these tasks and have this call to action, this reflection phase that leads me to changing the things that are keeping me from the opportunity that I truly want. Here's Temperance. I can't deny here, part of what this person wants is a physical relationship with you. Full stop. They are very, very interested in immediate gratification, in sexual purposes with you at this time. I feel like this is just like an in, though. It just feels like they're just focusing on that now because that feels exciting. That feels easier to focus on an emotional opportunity. I can't deny that part of their desires or part of their fantasy could include like a friends with benefits situation, actually, with no clear parameters. Yeah. Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands coming out as well. I feel like this person, they do apply a lot of their ego to the physical realm and the attention that they get. They could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Gemini coming through. Because it feels like this person wants a physical relationship with you so that they can test the waters. So they can see what that experience is like, so that they can see if it's something they want to pursue, if they want to pursue anything deeper in this situation. But that's a reflection of their vulnerability. Look at all these, the Knights of Wands multiple times, all of this fire, and yet here, the reason why they're kind of powerless sometimes, or feel powerless to actually express themselves in a very physical way, is because they're kind of a sensitive soul. They're kind of a big old teddy bear is what I'm hearing. And if you are friendships, they don't feel like they have, and like they feel a connection to you, but they don't know that you feel that way. And so they are feeling vulnerable about coming forward with a vulnerable offer for you, but they're afraid of being left behind, or they're afraid of being forgotten. So they're hoping that if they can fantasize on a physical relationship with you, they'll be able to pass that torch into an emotional connection with you. That's what I'm really feeling. This is an emotional person. They want to project themselves as really confident, and sometimes I feel like they are overcompensating when it comes to their flirtation and the kind of heavy emphasis on the physical. I think they overcompensate to try to protect and guard that vulnerable heart. Because part of them doesn't believe or doesn't think it's possible for them to have a full-fledged emotional relationship with you. And because that sometimes doesn't seem like a possibility based on their own self-judgment, they go back to this fantasy of like, well, then immediate gratification. Let's just see where this goes. See if that momentum's enough to carry us into a new day. But they don't feel ready yet to execute this desire. They don't feel ready yet. They don't feel like they have the support from you to want to enter into a relationship. I feel like this person wants a full-fledged relationship. I feel like in their mind, in their heart, they're telling themselves that they'll settle for a physical relationship with you. And they're also anticipating that that physical relationship would be sort of a gateway, a roadway towards something deeper, a deeper connection. But there's the Ten of Swords again and the High Priestess, because they're afraid to clarify how they feel. They're afraid to take that leap of faith. So it's almost presenting like they just want an opportunity. It's like, I just want an opportunity to act, even though Spirit says they actually have the opportunity in the present moment, that there's a strong momentum propelling them forward to act. But it's like they're waiting a little bit here. It's like they're watching, they're waiting. They're trying to look at the connection from every angle, including perhaps looking at you and seeing if you have similar feelings to them. How do they truly feel, please? What do they want from this connection? You can't deny the physical attraction here. But communication is something they also really want. I just heard like tete-a-tete or like head-to-head and vocalization with the crow. We have here being lighthearted, finding out things coming to light so we can adapt, we can change, and if necessary, heal if my expectations can't be matched. We can't act from the Ten of Swords. That's why we have to go through this stage and go back to Judgment, because the Judgment is a call to action to act. And the Ten of Swords says, I can't, I'm too helpless, because it will make me be vulnerable. But this connection that they feel with you should be enough to motivate them. We have twin flames, coupling each other, complementing each other. Wanting to be a couple, but wanting to have support in how they feel. They want to like each other mutually. They want your passion and your attraction to match theirs. We have ascending, wanting to transcend obstacles, preparing for union and preparing for a new phase in this connection, but it requires masks. It says, not showing my true feelings. I hide, I personify, I pretend, I delude, I sometimes gaslight. Maybe trying to convince themselves and other people that they didn't see what they see, or they didn't feel what they felt when it came to this connection. How do they currently feel, please? What do they want for pile number 2? We have protective nest. As I said, they present themselves as maybe a little cocky or a little flirtatious, maybe a bit of a player, but I don't think that that's the true nature of this person. They're talking about how strong, committed relationships are important to this person. They want to protect the potential that they feel like is here overall. But I just also heard the term babying it along, and they could be looking to you to help baby them along. Yeah, because here's Eva, 16 of the Tower. And Eva is a very interesting card from this Tarot of Mystical Moments because, or I'm sorry, the Oracle of Mystical Moments, because it's number 16, the Tower. It's talking about epiphanies. It's talking about permanent change that I can't take back. If I say what I say or say how I feel, I can't take it back. So this has the opportunity to lead to permanent change. But Eva is an interesting character because with the snake wrapped around her neck and her appearance and her face, we just can't tell if she's a threat or if she's something exciting. And that's what I feel like they are on the precipice of. They're unsure about where this momentum is carrying them or where this attraction is carrying them. And it's like they're really trying to micromanage that. Back of the deck says Lorelei, and look at how she's holding on to that anchor. She's a mermaid, so there's temptation here. And with a flick of her wrist, she has the power to capsize that boat. And this is really speaking to what this person assumes your empowerment is, and it's a testament to how powerful your reaction, your feelings, how powerful they are in their eyes, and the type of consequence that they would face if, with a flick of your wrist, you could capsize all of their hopes. With perhaps a rejection. So they are concerned about that. How do they truly feel, please, about pile number 2? What do they really want? I thought about surprising you with a date. They put you up on a big pedestal as well. And they're trying to kind of guard that pedestal. I have been situating this karmic situation. So if things haven't moved forward or progressed, they're blaming themselves. Don't focus on who wants me. I want you. I've been keeping a close eye on your social media. It feels like something is missing without you around. Just wait on me. Please don't give up on me. They do have intentions. They just need to, it's like they're waiting for perfection, waiting for a perfect moment. Give me a chance. I don't want to hide the way I feel anymore. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. Please give me a chance. And it feels like that's what they want, an opportunity. But it almost feels like I'll take whatever opportunity you'll give me, hoping that it'll move into the opportunity that I want. Engagement, your love life is ascending to higher levels of commitment with each other. That is what they hope for. But they need, there's a really strong emphasis on that word engagement. We need to engage with each other. We need to collaborate. Chemistry and true love, there is a strong magnetic attraction here that they feel like could lead to the romance of a lifetime, and make the effort. Great love is worth the steps you're guided to take. 6 of Cups. That's sort of what they're being asked to do through their reflection period, but they just don't feel ready yet. Let's get a charm bowl for pile number 2, please. Last thoughts this person has had about pile number 2 in the bowl. Hermit, Virgo energy coming through. 8 of Swords reversed. The Knight of Wands. Now, the 8 of Swords in the reverse position is about freedom. You know, getting out of my own way, making sure that I'm grounding myself and taking action. It's, again, a call to action to free myself from any limitations that are holding me back. Really strong fire element, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, a lot of Virgo as well. We have a cardinal. A cardinal appears when an angel is near. We have mending things. We have 0 of the Fool. We also have news coming in from perhaps the Divine Feminine. You could be an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have generous Leo in the bowl. And we also have give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world, Marilyn Monroe. I'm thinking hourglass figure. They're talking about just like a pinup type style, or how they look at you, like a pinup girl. And never underestimate the power of body language, I just heard. Pile 2, that's what I have for you today. Hope it resonates. Please drop your comment below for your chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell as well. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. And I hope you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, pile number 3. You were drawn to the Hermit, and this is your reading. How does the person on your mind truly feel? What do they want out of this connection? The Hermit is associated with Virgo energy. And the Hermit, I always think about somebody who's trying to find their place or trying to find their home. There's a lot of vulnerability sometimes with the Hermit, of feeling like I've outgrown my welcome, or just even somebody who can sometimes be isolated a little bit or feel a little bit shy to really take action in the way that they want. I also focus on the star of Aquarius that is in that lantern. And so there's a certain amount of maybe crush-like energy, or someone who's focused on you as some type of goal or a wish, perhaps. So let's take a look here. Using the Radiant Tarot for you to begin. How does the person on pile 3's mind truly feel? What do they want from this connection? What do they truly want? We have the Four of Swords and the Page of Cups. The Moon. The Four of Pentacles. The Two of Cups. The Star of Aquarius. Back of the deck is the Nine of Wands. And we have the Two of Wands. Lots of flirtation, I feel like, in this situation. And I feel like two people really pussyfooting around a situation. Like not being clear, maybe being actually kind of obvious a little bit with your flirtation, but not being outright with how we're both feeling about each other. Now, we can't deny this beautiful Two of Cups in the center of your reading. And when we're asking about what do they want, they're afraid that this is like a bubble that's going to get burst. They're afraid to say it out loud, but they do want to have a relationship with you. They want to initiate one. They want the startings of one. You know, the Two of Cups doesn't necessarily represent a full-fledged relationship that lasts forever, but it's the beginnings. We can't get to our forevers without that Two of Cups. And it's like you're at a crossroads, but I feel like you've been at this crossroads in the same place with this person for a while. And they're speaking about two people mutually. You guys are drawn together because two people that are trying to find their person. Two people that are trying to find their community. And if you just, it's like if you just put your heads together, literally look at the two swans sitting here. If you just put your heads together and share what's in them, that could eradicate all defenses. Because there's a vulnerability, there's insecurity, there's defense systems. We've got two people that are afraid to clarify, but also not letting go either. It's like we're going off of vibration, we're going off of feelings, and that's wonderful, but at the same time, we are spiritual beings having the human experience, and in the human experience, we vocalize, right? We have to vocalize because we haven't mastered telepathy yet. And as much as our energy and our exchange here has been very powerful, it hasn't allowed us the clarity and the confidence that we need. We have here, because they want, I just saw, they said stork, they're showing me the egret, and they're speaking about the birth of something, the birth of a new enterprise, the birth of a relationship. The first step to get to the initiation is to initiate a new truth and to seek out information from each other. So they want clarity from you. That perhaps will give them the courage to go confidently towards their goals, because they want to release the truth. They want to tell you what they've been bottling up inside, and they want a future with you. Like, it sounds so simple, but they want a future with you, but they've been waiting. Now, they're also saying that there could be a bit of a distance between the two of you. That could be holding things up, or that could be used as a reason why things haven't progressed. We will come up with all sorts of excuses as to why things aren't progressing to give ourselves the permission to procrastinate. So even if there's a physical separation, or you're living in different cities, or living in different parts of town, or living in whatever the case may be, That doesn't have to interrupt the flow. There are ways around it. But they want a future. They're looking to the future, and in the future they want to see you in it. That's what they're hoping for. And this person's not used to going out and being the aggressor, I don't feel. I feel like they're not used to this. That's why they hold back. I feel like it tests them a lot just to flirt sometimes. But you are like the inspiration that leads them to step outside of that comfort zone and to push back from that fear. The change that they want to see is a relationship, pile 3. Person's very straightforward. They may be quiet about what they want, but they're very straightforward about what they want. Whenever I see a bathtub like this, the claw foot, it's like the claw foot is digging into the ground. And this bathtub makes me think of rest and ease and sort of not taking the action that we need in this present moment. But it's like there is a willingness to fight for this connection. Like this person's willing to put in the time. They're willing to put in the effort. They feel like a very steady sort of person. We have the 10 of Cups, and there's the Page of Wands. And although the 10 of Cups talks about it all, wanting belonging, wanting togetherness, it's like, I know I have to start here with this curiosity. I know I have to start here. And so in this moment, they just want clarity. They just want the initiation of clarity. But I feel like they have a willingness to put in the effort, but they are taking tiny little baby steps. And it's, to them, it may feel like huge leaps, right? It's like one small step for man, but one giant leap for mankind. You may look at their actions and say, well, they're not doing much. Maybe they're just flirting with me. Maybe we're just having conversations. But for this person, that could be really stepping outside of their comfort zone. That could be something that they are not used to doing. They're used to guarding, they're used to protecting. Maybe they're not used to even putting themselves in that flirtation. And Spirit is indicating, again, just a head-to-head, a conversation could be all that's necessary here to help us ease through this transition. I feel like you're both equally triggered here. We have healing heart, freedom from toxic relationships or addictions, healing from heartbreak. Underneath the Page of Wands, we have the 3 of Swords, and they're talking about temporary disappointments that could be anchoring the Emperor here. Past disappointments, past rejections could be making them kind of gun shy. Because they don't feel like they're enough. They're frustrated, so they self-sabotage because of a lack of confidence and their fear and ego issues. And they're healing their heart because of the situations that have contributed to that feeling of not being enough. So they are wearing a mask, they're pretending, they're deluding themselves. But we have here making healthy choices in love and life, self-care, self-love, and being happier. And overall, even if they have gone through a stage of disappointment, I feel like they're over the hump of that. They're through the thick of it. You are just representing a brand new opportunity out of the blue that maybe occurred for them while they were in healing, which is why they're being so cautious with their approach, but continuing to wear masks. But I also get the sense that they are watching you, or that they keep tabs on your social media. You could be connected online, for instance. How do they truly feel, please? What do they want out of this situation? Well, we have Eva coming out. She came up with pile 2 as well. And she speaks to sort of permanent changes. The Tower is here with her number 16. And because she has this snake around her neck and she kind of isn't wearing a smile, she's just sort of looking at us, we can't really tell how dangerous she is. It's like this person can't tell how they're intimidated by you. They don't know. That's why they're not coming forward straight out and saying, this is exactly what I want from you. They're intimidated. So we have Sea Witch going with the flow. And it's like a little child with this fan going with the flow of the ocean. Back. And it's interesting because they sort of look very similar. And yet this is like the adult version. Here is the Sea Witch. And the Sea Witch card is asking us to go with the flow. Back of the deck says abracadabra, somebody trying to manifest. And also there's a reference to the Magician and calling back our energy and communication being a key to success here. I'm going to use the Entanglement Oracle deck for you to see what sort of thoughts and feelings they've been having, please, about pile number 3. How come you can't see how perfect you are? And yet this person's looking at themselves in the mirror. They're saying that to you, but Spirit says they should be saying it to themselves. It's their own insecurity that's creating some delays here, contributing to masks. They could be really self-conscious about their smile or something. I wish I never let go. What are their current feelings and thoughts, please? It says here, it feels like every song is our song. And the more you ignore me, the more that I want you. So if you have sort of held back some of your energy, if there has been a flirtation cycle here, or you suppressed how you feel, it just intrigues them more. It says here, you are my safe space. And they're afraid of getting hurt, like the blockage of that armor. It's like they're afraid of getting hurt here. We have here, why didn't you call or text me? It's also coming out with these cards. Your smile brightens my day. That's the second time they've emphasized a smile. So somebody who could be insecure about their smile, or something about a smile that they like about your smile, but an emphasis on the smile. I want to explore my dark side with you. Let's just get two more since we have two spaces, please, Spirit. For pile number 3, what are they currently thinking and feeling? What do they want out of this connection? It says here, you are my personal miracle, but you always keep me guessing. And because you keep them guessing, or they have interpreted in that way, they say, I need you to enrapture me, rise me above to your awareness, because I can't decide. And this I always say this reminds me of Medusa and feeling unworthy, turning unworthy men to stone. So feeling unworthy, so it's like hoping and looking to you for some of that answer and some of those clarity. You have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I do feel like this person, or perhaps you yourself, have come out of relationship cycles. Perhaps we're still healing from some of those cycles. Because they're talking about finances and career are a factor in your love life right now. This could be a workplace connection. Again, they could also be reeling from some type of loss, a divorce, a breakup. We have children on the back of the deck, so please take that as it resonates to your situation. Let's get a charm bowl, please, for pile number 3. Place for pile 3 in the bowl, please. Out of the bowl, we have Virgo, reversed. We have here the 2 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Swords as well. You know, with the Hermit reverse, it's almost like they're afraid to repeat mistakes or repeat the past. That could be isolating them in this moment or making them retreat with their feelings, because they're just feeling stuck when it comes to, again, the implementation of a plan or a fantasy with you. And although they're holding back a little bit and taking a slow approach, I don't feel them releasing the hope that something could progress here into a relationship. It just feels like they need to take their time, or they need to take small steps for their own sense of security. We have Out and Pearl of Wisdom. Pee out, so peace out perhaps. We also have a T-Rex. I think of little boys, and I think about something that has gone extinct, so perhaps endings of relationships. We have the High Priestess for the Divine Feminine, and we have Fear coming in from the Divine Masculine. We also have a Pearl of Wisdom. The Cheshire Cat smile, again, an emphasis on the smile, something enigmatic about it, something attractive about it. We also have the wing, looking at things from a higher perspective and trusting in your wisdom codes to guide your decisions and to guide your actions moving forward. Pile number 3, that's what I have for you today. Hope it resonates. Please drop your comments below for your chance to win a reading with me. Be sure to hit your notification bell and your like button. You can also check out my link for Etsy for a personal reading if you feel called to. That link is below, and I do update that shop daily. But I hope that you come back here and visit me at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day.